We should get a theme song. Is that something you can do on Twitch? We had like a
Yeah.
short.
I have the Odd Lot Time song. We can totally do that.
Yep.
Okay.
It's Odd Lot Time. Come on, grab your dice. Let's go questing and get spiced.
That's very much in the back of my mind. I just want you all to know that I'm looking forward to the Taking the Spice Vision Quest episode.
Oh, yeah.
You know that's right. And Noah's
We have
all
to
over
We
it.
haven't done that yet.
No, we haven't done our Vision Quest.
Okay.
Sit around a campfire, you know,
Okay.
after a hard day's adventuring.
All right. So we're live.
We are live.
Okay, great.
live.
Welcome back.
Woohoo.
It's been nice to have the regular crew back after a brief one shot for a birthday. And so last time, you guys were traveling through the under caverns in the realm of Briga towards the city of Cliffnall, with Buick LeSeber at the helm, leading you through the dank passageways full of spiders and drow, wielding crossbows full of paralytic poison. Where you did manage to take out two guards in a very clever fashion by pitting them against each other, having them start a fight, and then Thurkir and Ned, followed by Ander, run and basically just mop the floor with these people. I remember when you slice his calves off, and near the ring of the groin, blood
That was
spurts everywhere,
good
and you're sliding
times.
underneath. Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah. And then from that point forward, you overheard the conversation between Severin and some other drow riding a very, very large spider. Ander disguised himself as a drow. Going forward, and Tuzar provided a collapsed cave-in illusion, looks like, and you were all dusty and stuff, if I remember correctly. And you convinced all the people there that the place was collapsing. At that point, the drow, knowing the tenuous nature of the caverns, peaced out, leaving behind a couple of the guys in the center to feed weapons to the humans that they were giving weapons to as part of their exchange. You also learned that Severin, part of Ander's backstory, was provided some medicine to the drow in exchange for weapons. And after a quick conflict, where Severin tried to run, and you quickly stopped him and slaughtered all of his other people, except for one. It was the hailstones, wasn't it, this time?
Yeah, the hailstorm nailed like everyone in the main room.
Killed like 6 people in 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Everyone just dies. So, and after you captured Severin, he did surrender because he's not stupid and he sees he's outnumbered. And you, I believe, bound his hands and stripped him naked.
Yeah.
One cloth anyway.
We did that.
You did that.
Win-win.
We did that.
Win-win. Yeah, it's a win-win.
That's right.
Do it.
Win-win.
And so that's where we're going to pick up. We're still in the caves, and you have just.
I put a bag over Severin's head too, so he's
Okay.
looking at us. I don't know.
This is a breathable bag.
You know, establishing dominance. Here's a bag over your head.
Again, is it breathable?
Nah. If it's not, I didn't know that.
I don't know it either.
We looted the bodies, right? I feel like we looted the
Yep.
bodies.
And I did detect magic. And we found certain things were magical. But I didn't find any magic on Severin, right?
His leather is enchanted. His armor is.
And we got rid of that.
Leather.
He's naked now.
Yeah.
But we have that. I have that in my inventory. I'm holding on to it for somebody. It's a little big for me.
I've got the 40 paralysis bolts. Anybody else use bolt?
It might fit.
I use a
Crossbows?
crossbow. I wouldn't mind a few paralytic.
Alright.
Okay.
I'll take the drow poison for my javelins. There was like vials.
Yeah, there were vials of
Yeah,
it, yeah.
Some doses. Does Andrew use a crossbow or a bow?
Both actually, because I've never gotten. I'm waiting to use up all my poison bolts until I'll just go to my bow.
Well, you say that, but we got this paralysis bolts.
Now you have to use them more.
Okay, so let's see. Ned, Tuzar, and Alvin hear chewing coming from under the hood of Severin.
Chewing?
Like a gnashing.
I'm gonna mage hand and pull the
hood up.
hood up.
You see Severin has blood coming out of his mouth, and he's trying to bite his tongue off.
Oh, Severin is trying to bite his tongue off.
Can I put the mage hand in his mouth?
No, I don't think that
You
works.
can hold his mouth open.
No,
I don't want to touch him.
Yeah, I'll hold his mouth open.
okay,
What the hell? I mean, I gotta do something. He's chewing his tongue off. Hold his mouth. I ain't gonna, you want me to knock him out?
Maybe
No.
use some of the drow stuff to
I guess-
paralyze him?
Oh,
Use the drow poison on him.
You want to use one of these bolts?
Ned is
No.
going to use Fey Presence and charm him.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a new thing.
I've had it forever. I've never had a reason to use it.
You're going to charge the NPCs, huh?
I believe the way that it works is
It's kind of his thing. Charm the NPCs.
I believe it's a charisma savings throw with a DC
Yep.
of 15.
He saves.
I'm gonna hold his mouth open.
So even though as you emerge in your glittering small self, and you come up with those little bamfins, sparkle dust, he kind of looks at you and he kind of gnaws on the gauntlet of your finger.
Oh, gee.
My pinky.
Just one finger.
He's like a little baby. Hey, what happens if you put the immovable rod in his teeth?
You just can't get around it.
That'd be all gross, though.
That'd be gross, yeah.
Yeah, but my pinky's there.
Yeah.
Or, you know, you keep the tongue.
Just put a rope
Protect
thing through his mouth. I've seen them do that
A
to
what?
people.
What that?
Gag him.
Yeah.
With a rope.
Yeah, then he won't be able
Does
to...
it work from not chewing?
If we stick the rope, if he gnaws on the
He
rope
can't
like an
bite down.
insane person, I mean, his lips are gonna get really chapped. It's fine. he won't manage. Like, it's one thing to bite your own tongue off.
You
It's
know,
not gonna chap
that's
your
worse
lips
than
with,
death.
like rough rope.
Ned's concerns are.
Is anybody gonna sleep until we, do we need to ask him anything? Wait,
Could we just cast like a?
do we really care if his tongue is still in his mouth?
Well, we want to talk to them.
Well, the war is happening, right?
Do we
So
want to
should
talk
get
to him
info.
now?
Why not do it now? Yeah. I'll keep watch. Ned's gonna go looking at the other
have to ask
corridor.
I don't know. Jason.
Okay, so as there's two. There's one that he was trying to run away from, and there was the one the drow went down.
The drow went down. That one. I want to watch on that side.
Okay. Okay, so you kind of meander around. You're looking around, and it's pretty quiet. You see like these large kind of circular prints that have like a little hair follicle on the outside of it. They're large spider prints going
Aw,
through the dust.
that sounds kind of cute.
And but other than that, you make a perception check real quick.
Oh yeah.
We are offline.
That
more or
is a
More or less.
-1, so it's a
We're just-
17.
There's no connection.
Oh, we got no internet.
We lose our
Did we
interwebs.
bamf out?
Did it drop out?
It's got.
Oh, yeah,
It's in
it's
the car,
just
right?
kind of spinning.
Well, Severin had another guy with us.
Yeah, there's
No,
Down
it
all the
again.
way. Now I'm bringing it back up, and now it's working.
yay purple die.
Oh no! Not the purple dye already. What did we do to deserve the purple dye? No.
The Barney of
What we
RNG.
didn't do is ask him to let Kevin use it.
Oh yeah.
Suck the
We
soul
should just
right out
sneak
of
him
that
over
demon
and
race.
like have him
Yeah.
just touch it a little.
Okay, so
Looks like we're back up.
We are.
okay, what was your perception?
It's back up now.
That was a 17.
Okay, so yeah, it's even if you're listening very closely, in off the distance, you would just hear people moving away in drips of water.
Sounds like they're retreating.
Yeah.
Okay. Happy with that?
And were you going to say something?
There's the second guard guy, so we should bind him up too.
Oh yeah, he gave up. That's right.
Yep.
My finger's still in this guy's mouth, so I can't do that.
Pick him up.
He's still chewing, still like grinding it against your gauntlets.
They're nice gauntlets, though. They're good.
He's losing teeth.
He's losing teeth? That's his loss.
Severin, stop, man. It doesn't have to be this way. We're all old friends.
He kind of tried to spit at you with his mouth open.
Hey, I know we didn't leave under the best of circumstances, Severin, but you know, there's no reason to not let old things go in the past. You know, it's all water under the bridge. Why don't we sit down and catch up? Why don't we get back to what have you been up to since you've been gone? Take
Can
your
I
finger up.
can I actually pick him up by the scruff of the neck and sit him?
Like a dummy? You can do whatever you like.
I'd like to do that.
Okay,
He's this guy that screwed you over, right?
Yeah, he's not
Yeah, that's what I do.
Make a
Strength?
strength check. Yeah,
No,
that's
that's
just a
right.
athletics check.
It's a leaner in between the two.
Good. More stuff.
26.
Okay, yeah. You easily you grab him by the back of the neck. There isn't much scruff. It's like not like hair or something.
No, I just. Yeah.
Yeah, so you kind of grab him from the back. You feel like your gauntlet squeeze his flesh, and kind of constrict his hair pipe. He's like, ah! It's like this, and you pick him up and you sit him on your lap with a thunk.
He asked you to sit.
He's more bony than you expected. Well, you don't feel it through the armor, but he feels your armor.
Do I? I don't feel pity for that.
No.
He's weak. Keep talking.
And you still have your pinky in his mouth?
No, I just got it right on the back of his neck.
Okay.
Wait.
Good.
Well, so. Yep. Right in there.
Like,
Okay.
So, like, kind of right behind him. Are you gonna keep biting your tongue off?
He keeps biting into your gauntlet.
So, can I ask you a question? And this is out of D&D, but it's kind of it. If I were to, so he's biting his tongue off, that hurts immensely, right? And then if I were to heal him,
Oh my gosh!
you'd have to go through all of the work you just did.
Yeah, that's true.
Break his
Yes,
spirit.
that is correct.
I'd like to heal him.
Okay. You can do lay on hands?
That's right.
Go ahead.
Shama. How much does he need? 5 hit points?
What do you have to roll?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, he only needs like 2 or 3.
Cool. He's got 3.
Okay. Okay, great. 3 hit points. And his tongue has been repaired.
Hurts, doesn't it? It'll keep going. I'm going like all day.
Oh.
And then some.
He looks at you, oh, you found a paladin to be your bodyguard. Oh, that's just fucking beautiful.
I
I want
am
to
thanks.
heal you. You always needed that too.
Well, not from you. Severin, again, we're getting off on the wrong foot here. I think we've set the wrong tone. I mean, I do apologize for shooting you with a crossbow and, beating you. But, chewing your tongue off? You're a bard. You're a poet. Oh, wait a minute. That actually might not be a bad thing for you to not do your poetry anymore. But honestly, I think we're off on we're all friends. We grew up in the Magic Lantern Society together. Why don't we just find... What have you been up to? How's the army doing? How's military life?
He just looks at you and he's like, I'm not talking to you.
What a shame.
We got ways of making him talk, boss.
Boss!
And I'm gonna try to pick up like a lingo that I used to hear the dwarves would say back in the mine.
Oh,
So it's like
no.
I'm being a pit boss, kind of like, I'm working and it's, what you need. We got ways. I can tell the truth of is my browish.
Oh.
This is my prowess. Prowling so up true.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't we just catch a little light in the situation, make everyone here a bit more comfortable? It's this dark cavern, little area of light here, perhaps.
So as he's super nice, I've still got him by the back of the neck. I'm gonna come around. Super intimidation. Go, yeah. Why don't we do that? So intimidation.
You gotta roll.
I'm gonna use my cup. My map.
Oh, you really want to intimidate him?
Oh, that's right. Well, that's smidgenly better. 15.
Nah, he's not that intimidated yet.
Zone of truth in the meantime anyway, because that's what I was going to do.
Okay. Is there a DC with this?
Yes. And I believe it would be 17. Let me just get you on there.
Is it an intelligence or wisdom?
It would be 16 charisma.
Oh, charisma.
Please.
Damn purple die.
Yes.
I failed.
Purple die let him down! Thank you, purple die.
Okay.
Now I'm just going to slink back around.
So everyone in this zone is what, 10 feet or something like that? Everyone in the area is suddenly
60 feet, by the way.
60 feet.
10
So
minutes.
you're all suddenly feeling very, very honest. And just like honesty is something you should say.
I'm glad I don't have a tongue.
Actually, not true. I'll roll a DC 16 save.
Oh, that's right. You got it. Yeah, that's right.
And I'm going to say my +4 is not working.
Oh man.
I can do that.
Oh yeah, I failed it. That's why I said
Nat
that.
20.
Wait, no, is a. Oh, no, never mind.
Charisma.
Critical save.
Things
Right?
intentionally.
Charisma. Okay. No modifier.
I'm gonna
I
take my.
failed.
Let me use my mug.
I'm also feeling real forthcoming.
Okay.
The only one who's not forthcoming is, I think, you. And Rid. Rid got a nat 20.
Yeah,
I got a nat 20, but the funny thing is, Snow's never lied since this campaign started.
So listen,
Snows very
you just keep
honest.
going. We don't know any different. So you can deceive. Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna slink in the back of him now. Totally wing.
Okay, so the question is, if you're gonna tell lies, I mean, that other players know our lies, they might be forced to tell the truth.
Okay.
Oh, that's good to know. Interesting.
So not compelled if they're not asked directly.
Oh.
Yes.
So if I say, "Isn't that right, Tuzar?" and he's like, "No," because he has to.
If you don't ask me.
Just don't ask Tuzar.
I was thinking about how gross it is to have
Unless,
tongues.
of course, you want to throw him a key.
To what?
To have tongues, especially because he's chewing on his, and I just was really, really thinking about that, so I said it right away.
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. Game on.
So, trading drow now, are we?
Yep.
Why would you want to do something like that?
Reasons.
Reasons. It's not much of an answer. Come on, we're all buddies here.
No, we're not.
At one
that
point we
hurts.
were. Think back.
That's true.
Think back to our youth. Remember, you were like an older brother to me. An abusive older brother, but an older brother to me.
I never felt that way for you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I'm over it.
Just so you know, it's taking everything I can not to pop his neck. Just for you.
Did you say that out loud?
No, Raj.
Browish.
Go get him.
So how's the war effort going?
Fine.
You guys got all the way over to Briga, huh?
Yup.
A lot of victories along the way?
Pardon?
A lot of victories?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the last battle you fought?
I'm not active in the military sense right now. I'm kind of special ops.
Oh, okay. So, doing what you do best, of course, being a spy.
Or killing people.
That's really what you do best, isn't it?
It is.
It is. No hesitation. It is. Yep.
What is he doing down here?
That's just crazy.
So why were you trading with the drow?
Not yet.
Follow up to that question. Has she been actively searching for Ander?
No.
I'm thinking, it's good, buddy.
Like, you know,
I know.
love them and leave them. You kind of want them a little.
So if she's not in the city, but you can meet up with her anytime, how do you do that in Clifton?
What's the signal?
The reflecting pool.
Reflecting pool. What's the how do those work, guys? How do we make it work for us?
We look at it and we see a reflection.
Is the reflecting pool magical?
Yes.
Then I don't know.
Arcana check?
Sure.
Oh, yes.
Go tiny dice.
24.
Okay, the reflecting pool is a device that communicates across long distances. It's kind of like looking into from modern day equivalent FaceTime or Google Hangouts or something. It's like video chat kind of. Or Skype.
Is this
Man,
an
we can
object
go
that's
over again.
in Cliff Null, or is this something you have with you?
It's in Clipper.
Ned.
Yeah.
So then Ned comes over here. Do you know any of that mumbo jumbo speak? Maybe he knows a thing or two about thieves, whatever you talk.
Oh, is he speaking?
Yeah, but another question is that if we have to call Esmeralda, there's got to be some kind of safe word or catchphrase or something that she would know that it was us or not. Or I mean, not us, but Squirrely Dan here or not. Severin. Yeah.
Squirrely Dan. What?
Where's the inspiration, guys?
He's just so tiny. I mean, his bones are like toothpicks behind my fist.
Squirrely Dan.
That's right.
That was the parody of the Steely Dan.
Sick Letterkenny reference.
Okay, chop, speed it up.
Thieves Cannon.
Oh. Come on, squeak to me. Tell me where those sheep hide.
He looks at you and he's just kind of... He's a little taken aback that you know thieves can. He goes, the rams are in the window, didn't you know?
Rams are in the window.
What the heck?
Yeah, sure. I think I'll go a bit.
The rams are in the window. What does that mean?
So translate it for her.
I get a train.
What did you say?
Oh, well, so she is.
Well, I mean, like, he told me what to ask, so kind of you knew.
Say no
I'm
more, say
asking
no
about how you get in, like what the password is.
Oh, okay.
Kind of
The
like,
thing
how
is-
do you connect with the pool to her in particular?
Okay. Well, and what I said didn't go too far.
Can is string can.
So translation is if you want just particularly password, there is the password is
There's
Ramshorn.
What?
Ramshorn.
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 It's a beautiful language. That's what I'm told.
I feel like I'm speaking like the gypsy language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever that is, I don't know what it's called, but it's language. It's fun.
It's like Brad Pitt in that movie. What was that?
Oh, snap.
And
Stab
Snatch.
Dab
Oh,
Yeah, that's like
Fucking
the-
one kept in the wheels.
Yeah.
What'd he say?
Losers
It's a
are
great
great.
movie.
Yeah, anyway,
Get it, man.
How did you get the dragon to work with you?
I don't know.
What color is the dragon?
Red.
How old is the dragon?
It's a fucking dragon.
Wait, maybe it's a baby and they're just like talking it up. I don't know. Could have been a young dragon.
I don't know. I'm not good at these things.
Are you dead once we let you go?
Let him go.
You can lie.
Or let this guy go?
Yeah, I can lie.
Anolo's planning to. That
You're
doesn't mean
doing
it's
I-
happening.
I fully intend, in my heart of hearts, to see this man alive.
We are supposed to be the good
Letting
guy.
him go, quite frankly, literally means the back of my hand and the back of his neck.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's how we're gonna play this.
That's exactly how, Mr. Powers. I know you.
See.
I know you. He goes.
Okay. I don't know.
Well, it's quite a powerful, and thinking that maybe, one of our little birds can just go around and start saying that our friend here that I've got right currently in my hands is gonna go straight, and he already has. He's told us everything. Willingly.
Quite.
No, we'll just let it slip. I'm sure he'd probably be okay, maybe.
Does Esmeralda have ways to find out about us talking right here, right now?
No.
Oh, good thinking.
Good question.
Where are you going after Cliff now? The Army.
Reconnoiter with the main force.
Main force where? What?
North. On the coast.
How many?
It starts blinking.
Oh my god! Alright, I'm down.
Let's see
Let's
that
do this.
Assisted perception.
Assistant?
He blinks 10,900.
Nat 20.
Okay. He's looking for a while.
That's like marking it down with her everlasting chalk on the wall. She's just going.
There we go. It has uses. There's an army of about 5,000.
Oh, that's a lot of people.
Wow, that's a lot of blinking.
Yeah, it's a lot of blinking.
It must
You
have
having a
looked like
seizure?
he was having like a mini stroke.
Yeah.
I assure he's okay.
You smell burnt toast.
Oh, jeez.
Just your brain.
Do your eye muscles hurt?
I got out of
I
left.
can do this all day.
I got a question that's going to seem a little bit odd to my friends, but we're the odd lot. You know anything about a Shadowfell and a guy we know named Gideon?
No.
Excellent. I asked 2 questions.
I've heard of the Shadowfell.
Very good. Thank you.
Do you think of anything to ask, magical wise? Or otherwise?
I was mostly curious about the dragon, but
Tell me the location of any secret stores you have. Cool stuff in it.
yes. Great question. With great stuff.
You can say, he tells her, and you can just figure it out later.
Yeah. It's like we around Cliffnall we have pockets of arms. I think we have at least one each district.
How do you mark them? Ned is like rubbing her hands and drooling. It's like, yes.
They're clear marks with urine.
Okay.
Is the best way to mark.
It's not me who does the marking.
How do they mark it?
You have to ask
What
Wayne.
does it look like?
Wayne knows.
You have to.
They're run by Wayne.
We gotta go talk to Wayne.
How do you contact Wayne?
Go see her.
Are the Dark Elves involved in this any further than what we've already seen?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Ominous.
What is hinging on their participation in this?
It's on its way.
What
It?
is it?
What
What's
is on
it?
its way?
The medicine?
Is that good medicine?
Yeah.
For you?
That'll help me.
What about the drow?
It'll help them.
How?
They'll get better.
Better you
Better.
Bro, we're talking genocide, like better
Check
because the
your
problem's solved. There's a
Are they
lot
gonna be
less
like
of them.
mindless zombies?
They won't be sick.
Take orders?
You can't stop people from not being sick.
You can by killing them. It's a travesty.
Yes.
Oh,
but
jeez.
but what I'm saying is,
Oh, you're reciting. Yes.
it's like,
He's trying to. How do we get
Can't be the
Esmeralda
baddies.
here, like, immediately?
He kind of smiles and he's like, you know, if you had Anders' pretty face in that pool, I think she'd come running.
You think I'm pretty?
Of course he is. I mean, look at him.
Well, you couldn't lie about it.
Yeah.
This makes me feel
Oh,
like
gee, that's right. I'm being sarcastic.
So you have to repeat.
Actually, earnestly think that he's a little
Because if
pretty.
you say that, I'm going to put the mirror in front of his face and she'll be there.
No.
Bump.
You're
You
stupid.
put you dunk Anders' face in that reflecting pool, and after all the pock marks come off, she might come running.
Well, Ned, you got makeup, right?
Can I see your mirror?
Pull out my kit.
Rough, let go. Oh, sorry.
Oh, shit.
I just tell you it's a little.
Why does Wayne think you are on her side?
Because we tricked her.
How?
Well, she has a mission, and I just happen to feed into that mission.
What's Wayne's mission?
It is to stop oppression and let the people rule, not the kings. Or not the king, sorry. 2 more questions. We gotta wrap this up. Come on.
2 more questions.
It's a noble cause.
Yeah.
Is the dragon always with Esmeralda?
No.
You want to get Esmeralda alone? Like, what's the most... Like, we have 1 question left.
I'd like to get her alone, or at least have her think she and I are alone.
Yep, she's alone then. We'll let her think that. You have a question for that?
I don't know how to... We have to ask a single question. He
You
can't
do.
completely get around.
You have to ask him because it's thematic, right? Like,
And you can lie.
how do I get to say my goodbye to her alone? Like, plead it to him like you just want to get your and forgive and forget.
Does Esmeralda still love me?
I don't know.
That's not great. That's not great to hear. That's not great to hear. That's called leading them on. You should be aware of that.
It gives you reasonable doubt.
Okay, that's it.
Now that the zone of truth is over, Ned's gonna walk over to the guy and just kick him in the shin. That's for calling me ugly!
He takes 1 point of damage.
And now she's gonna go back and watch the corridor.
Okay.
Alright, put the bag over his head again.
Do we care if he
Yeah,
just bites his tongue off now?
Gag him first.
Actually,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
that's great.
No, it's
No. He can't tell him he can't tell him anything that happens.
Guys, guess what? We can just fix it later. Let him bite the whole damn thing off.
you can't fix an amputation.
Well, maybe not. We can at least try.
Gag him. We got him.
We gotta gag
He's
him?
We got
gagged.
him gag.
Okay.
Gag him and bag him.
Yeah.
Gag and bag, boys.
You still have a guard there with him. So
Hey, let's tell the guard to go run back and tell Esmeralda.
No. Let's try to sneak up on Esmeralda. That would be the best strategy, I think.
Right, I hear what you're saying, but let me just go ask these guys a quick question about dinner, okay? Listen, I don't know if he's really thinking with his head. Do we want Esmeralda here now? Because we send this guy out.
We need
He's
to talk
thinking-
to Wayne first.
He's thinking with his head.
I'm perfectly fine.
I know, but are you good? We're good with him?
We need to talk to Wayne.
Okay, let's go. Listen, I think we've decided we're going to talk to Wayne.
Yeah, so here's the thing. First of all, we gotta talk to Wayne so that we can convince her that Severin has been lying to her. We're gonna get this group together, the Nine Blades, so that we have backup. So that should we have to confront Esmeralda, we have a force of our own. Because if we try to take Esmeralda on,
We're dead.
she's got an army. We have a paladin, but and in Thurkir,
Yeah, you make
he can only eat like 2,500 of them before he's full, though. So
It's very wasteful.
The
just eats throats at that point.
they're is Esmeralda's army coming to take out this city?
he said no. He said they weren't taking over.
Because that would be good.
Destroy the city. Yeah, the city's stupid with the magic stuff. I understand what he's talking about.
Yeah,
All the
I
oppression
really
is pretty garbage.
No,
Hate this place.
but they said there were no. But he said that they're working with the king and the prince. So whatever is going on between the king and the prince is either a sham or they're playing the prince off the king, and vice versa.
In your experience, which one is it?
I don't know, but they're trying to destabilize the kingdom so that they can influence it. They may not want to march the army in there, but they probably want to exploit it for its riches and whatnot.
Right.
They're trying. He got on Wayne's good side so that they could undermine any resistance. Okay, so they're just trying to take a total shadow control over the kingdom.
Good line you drew on that one, buddy.
That's
I don't know, I probably should have brought intelligence for that. I'm not that smart. Oh, 19. All right.
Oh, there you go. You are that smart.
in these matters. Like,
A little insight on Esmeralda.
yeah.
But I don't know why she cares. There's got to be something in particular about Ethanol.
Why are we here?
Or not. I mean, she could just be interested in.
They have an army
Power
of
for power's
over
sake.
5,000.
Wait, you said earlier that he was interested because of magic stuff here. What is it? What magic stuff are you interested here? Is it like deep ancient magic?
It's the way that they're against magic,
Yeah.
right?
Magic stuff.
They hate magic, and that's a
Certain
travesty.
magics.
Okay.
Certain magics.
Doesn't matter. Any magic that you hate is
No,
bad.
No, they don't.
No, he's saying any magic that anyone would hate.
That's
Oh,
that's
Yeah,
terrible.
his ideals.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Okay.
Magic's the most wonderful thing that can ever happen to anybody.
That's cute.
So I guess are they looking for support from this king and his prince? Or are they looking to completely destabilize, like you say, so that they just mop in and take over? Like, are they looking for support in all the wrong areas, and except for just politically?
Hey, Buick. How big an army does Cliffnell have about?
Oh, they have a standing army of, I don't know, of city guards, and probably 3,000.
So, if they're not interested in Cliffnell for Cliffnell's sake, but they would want to control it, they might be trying to add to their numbers so they can march to wherever else they're going next. I don't know. Just an idea.
How is your clout with Wayne anyway?
Oh, me and Wayne are like this. We are great.
Alright, so if you walk up and be like, hey, this guy's been really feeding you a line, she'll be like, okay.
I did not say that. She demands proof. I mean, she's very objective.
Let's go take your proof.
We're
Or
gonna
him,
bring,
her.
bring Severin with us.
You can zone of truth him right in front of her, right?
We
You
have
can
to.
do that, right?
If
You
he
need to?
passes or if he fails that spell, but if he fails this, if he passes the spell, we know.
Before we cast the zone, Ned could hex him to have disadvantage on charisma check.
That is true.
Ooh, you are so smart and pretty.
Thank you.
And then, what you said before, I don't know how you got that lie through, but you're not.
Aw.
Yeah, he's full
And
of,
I would know.
full of Zarek dung, that guy.
I mean, in all fairness, I haven't brushed my hair in like a month, so you know, I understand. I'm not like you guys, like you and Snow.
In a month.
Yeah, I've been busy.
Your hair?
I don't think I've ever seen.
So Severin right now is in the nude.
Yeah, he's giving the bag over his
Should have
head.
loincloth.
No, that's fitting. We march him like that.
Shame.
With just a rag over his
I'm
dingleberries.
shaming him. He said crap about Helm.
That's true.
He will walk naked because not even Helm will protect him. Not Helm's clothing.
I mean, I'm not comfortable with it, but if you want to.
So is that your retirement for Plan 4 Nolo? Is start like Helm's clothing brand?
Yeah, you know. Protect your inside bits. What would you call it?
With my outside
With
bits.
my outside bits. My Helm shield. It's a big, nice. You know, we make polos
Civ
with
Under
the shield
Armour.
here.
Civ Under Armour, some shields.
Inside boots with
Under
my
shield.
outside bits.
Under shield.
I'm sorry. Just a joke.
That's headcanon. That's canon now. That's what he
Yeah,
will
but
do.
you can't take it off the internet and take that idea. I own the rights. We do.
That's his idea.
It's ours. I'll leave. Okay.
Let's go.
All right, so I guess Buick, lead us on.
Okay, you have UNCs.
What are we gonna do with this other guard, though?
Should
I'm
we
walking forward. I'm walking forward.
just tie him up and bring him with us.
Sure.
Do with him whatever we do with Severin.
Hey guy, what are you doing here?
Huh?
To the guard.
Oh, to the guard?
Yeah.
Well, I was on duty.
Uh huh. And like, who are you under? Who you work for?
The naked guy is my commanding officer.
Have you been in like the military long?
Yeah.
Okay. Has this ever happened before? This kind of thing?
Your naked command.
The naked guy thing?
You know, any of this? Like, have you ever been captured? What do they do?
I have not been captured.
Except now.
Yes.
Except now.
Yeah.
While you're doing this, Ned is gonna go back to that little spot where the dead drow and everybody are. And she's gonna just write in chalk blaming the the army for this.
I heard it once.
Okay.
Just gonna spread some proper. Don't trust
Wait.
them.
Oh, and then we'll take one of the other dead guard there. We'll put him on top of a drow. And drive a sword, have a sword in his hand, driving it through.
Oh, I like that.
That's terrible.
Okay, so you start manipulating dead bodies.
Yeah, yep.
I have a touch of necromancy in me.
Okay.
Well, we need them to not work with these guys.
Make a performance check with advantage because you guys are working together. Trying to perform a staged thing.
Yeah.
18.
18.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So
Oh, you're helping too. What did you roll?
Oh no, I was just gonna say guidance, but
Oh,
18
guidance.
sounds like a good roll.
Yeah. So you guys sort of position the bodies, and you put the sword, you kind of jab it through the drow, and you feel it give way, and you
Oh,
crack
yes.
some bones, and some water and blood emerge because it's still a fresh corpse. But yeah, you managed to make it look like that this was a double deal, and the humans did attack the drow.
I was walking ahead of that. I did state that I was walking ahead.
No, otherwise you'd be a little upset.
Otherwise, I'd have to roll perception.
We
He
gotta,
was getting knocked out.
we gotta bring this guy, this other guard with us, because Zone of Truth will definitely hit one of them,
Oh, odds are, yeah.
and he's
We have double
probably a
chance.
little less,
prepared for
Okay.
interrogation.
Yeah.
Tie him up, gag him, bag him.
I don't think he's
Bag him
gonna
and gag him.
Do we
tie him
nude him?
up.
Do we nude him?
It doesn't seem like much.
Just make sure you just search him really carefully. Strip him down to his breeches.
I mean, look, he's just like a guy.
I'll search him though. That's a good idea. Does he have any concealed weapons or cool things or trinkets?
Make an investigation check, or no, sleight of hand check.
Oh, that's good. I like sleight of hand checks. That's almost 30.
Okay. Tucked away under his vest, there's a little pocket,
Stole his family.
and inside you pull out it's a little locket,
Leverage.
and
We got
and it's a fine silver chain, and it's like a little oval, and it's got some filigreed silver on it, but it's a fine silver locket. And on the other side, you pull out some extra gold that was tucked away, another 5 gold.
What's in the locket?
No.
Is it trapped?
No. Is it evil?
Is it evil?
It's not magic. It's not magic.
Oh,
Not magic?
No, it's not
I mean, I
magic.
would have seen it.
but it could have powder poison in it or something. So is it trapped?
Good. You can check. Make an investigation check.
I'm gonna try.
That is 15.
Not be.
You look at it very carefully, and it's not trapped.
Should I open it?
It's your choice, buddy. It's in your hands.
I'm gonna ask the guard too. Should I open it?
Just stares at you. He's like, nah, he's not gonna give anything away.
Okay.
Though he looks upset.
I'm gonna hold it a little away from my face and just open it. What's in it?
Inside there is a small artist rendering of a woman.
Yeah, we gotta be nice to this guy.
He's got a family or a girlfriend. or something.
Short-hander.
Oh, is this? Oh, yeah. Is this Esmeralda, or you recognize her?
Don't know her. But I could.
No, she knows.
Man,
Say that
steal
out
your
loud?
girlfriend if you don't work with us.
Ooh. That freaked me out.
She's very beautiful,
Can't say that
and
on my
then she just pats him where it was on his chest, and then puts the locket in her pocket.
We're the good guys.
We can have
That's
back
funny, baby.
later.
Par for the course.
You're always good when you're dealing with somebody who's worse.
I don't think that's how that works. Yes.
I mean, rolling for the philosophy professor on that one?
Yeah, since when did Enola become a moral relativist?
When he got the courage for a heart. Or the brain. The IQ.
Wait, he doesn't remember which one he needs.
Because I didn't get in line of the intelligence one.
I think that gives you the answer what one he's missing.
Like, fist in your face is what I'm missing. I'm walking.
All right, we're walking. We're following.
Let's go.
Buick.
Okay.
The way he's
Wait,
gonna
wait,
leave.
wait.
Yeah.
Okay, so He's taking you through a few straightaway paths, and then there's a couple of just long curved sections. You guys you're marching for a long time, and you have been marching for a long time. You've been underground for almost the better part of a day, probably almost a day at this point. You're starting to come to a section where it gets a little more narrow, and there's the stalagmites and the stalactites kind of make it difficult to pass through, and they're covered with that bioluminescence, so it's got this kind of blue glow to the whole extra realm to it. And it's been yes.
Snow grabs a bunch of the bioluminescent stuff.
With what?
He just scurries on up and
You're
grabs
just
it.
gonna grab it?
You're just gonna hold it in your hand?
Is it or like rocky kind, or is it like a plankton?
It's kind of like a moss or a lichen. It's very thin. Make a Constitution save.
Wait, un momento, por favor. I would assume because he ran up, he's not within 10 feet of me.
No, he's on the walls. He's up on the ceiling.
Not a plus 4.
22.
Oh.
Okay.
So it's natural
Okay.
scales.
So
you know?
you're looking around. You're starting to feel the tips of your fingers go numb, but then it kind of just recedes and goes away.
Is this what they make the paralyzing stuff out of?
Question. Can Alvin try and see if he recognizes it or might know what it is?
Like a nature.
Make a nature check.
I'll help him
Sure.
with nature.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Alvin, you have advantage.
Advantage, thank you. Okay. 12 on the die. Nature plus 2, 14.
14.
And you rolled.
You rolled with advantage and you got a 14?
The other roll was lower.
Oh, fair enough.
And wait, am I
dark, and
correct to guess that you only got 2 ranks in that one?
Did you know that nature is an intelligence-based stat?
Oh, that's so dumb.
Is it
Oh.
really?
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
It is.
that's weird.
If it was
a little
if it was
weird.
a wisdom-based stat, I would have done much better.
I only have plus 3 because I got minus 1
Okay.
intelligence.
It can be an animal handling check.
No, sorry.
Alvin tries to ride the moss.
If it's mycelium, it's closer to animal.
So Alvin, you know that you've heard different types of these bioluminescent mosses or lichens in caves. Some of which have been flammable, which is consistent with this appearing here. But the fact that it makes a numbing sensation is beyond your scope of knowledge.
Okay, so the numbing part is, I don't know anything about that previously.
Correct.
Okay, alright. I relate that to the group.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So as you are still marching,
How much did I get though?
do you have something to put it in?
I was gonna section it off in its own little special spot in the makeup kit.
You
Makeup?
can't fit a lot in the makeup kit then.
Oh my gosh, it's nature's Botox.
I know.
Snow had this super awesome idea that he was gonna get glow in the dark scale polish.
That's pretty cool.
You know, I'll offer you my bag of holding.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, anytime you want it. Just
Well, you need to put it in a container.
no. When you put it into the bag of holding, you can just get that out.
But whoever goes to get it out is going to have to roll another check.
Yes.
Well, that's too late because it's in there and it's open. However, the rules of the bag of holding is that whatever you go to find, it comes to the top.
Yeah.
Not in the same form. Because right now, if it's a pocket dimension, doesn't it just go?
Will it be held inside of the dimension as like a standalone thing,
Yeah.
or will it disperse?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually it's separate from other things. It's like an infinite space in there.
Well, yeah,
no.
that's what he's saying.
That's
It's
why
like,
I'm asking.
if it's not naturally clumped together, like if you threw a
If
handful
you got a
of flour
bunch of
in
broccoli in,
yeah.
right?
And
part of
you
the
want
broccoli-
to get all that broccoli out, you can get that
But
broccoli out.
if the broccoli happens within the dimension, shaft off.
Well, okay, so that's the thing. It's like so if you pour a potion of healing in the bag of holding, it's just the liquid.
Yeah, no, this is a real
D&D
question.
physics.
You know,
How does this work? What's the outcome?
Hold on a second.
This is interesting.
I have
I pop a cork on a.
I have a copper chalice.
Do you have
It's
any
just empty.
water?
I have some water.
They're here
Water?
to
Okay,
make
here you go.
bags out of skin.
Just pour it in.
Skin bags.
Skin bags.
So
So there's a little
Andrew has
water in there.
poured in water into my bag of holding, and now I go. I'm gonna get the water out, and I make a cup.
You took the chalice. I give you the chalice.
Oh, okay. I take
Yeah.
the chalice. I'm gonna get the water out.
Okay,
What
so you
happens?
can pull a little water out with a cup, but you know you didn't pull all of it.
Okay.
Okay. I put the bag upside down.
Okay.
It's open, but not like pouring everything out. I'm gonna get the water out.
You're making a pouring motion.
You managed to get the rest of the water.
Okay. No problem.
What if I have a pepper shaker? There's lots of them.
Physics?
Why do I do these things?
He's a scientist. He's a
I
magic
do
scientist.
know that you were kind of digging the grave. Oh, I can't. Yeah, the water comes out. And then therefore, fine. Put it in.
Fine.
Don't put a container. I don't care.
I love that we just figured that out. I just think it's...
No, that is pretty awesome.
Your D&D questions answered by Tuzar.
Tuzar has been trying to figure out how this kind of stuff works since he got the thing.
Manola thought of broccoli.
I'm not even quite sure what broccoli is.
No, I
don't really pay
I just
attention
heard
a
it
lot.
talked about once.
Oh my gosh.
So we got it.
All right, we're good.
So you put this bioluminescent stuff into the bag of holding. Fine. And okay. And so at the front of the line, Duka puts his hands out. He goes, "Oh. Everybody quiet." I'm assuming stealth people stealth.
I'll hide or something. Yeah.
Whoosh.
Okay.
What do you mean whoosh? You're rock now?
That's my keyword for activating my tier tier gem.
I say waffles then.
Waffles!
Okay.
That's right, we had the waffle tree.
I rolled a
I
30.
remember it.
For stealth, okay.
We all rolling?
Nice. Yeah, might as well.
23.
Do you have disadvantage still or not?
I
That's
definitely
not
do.
Still a whole lot.
Gotta be fair.
14.
Yeah, no, that's... And I already rolled the worst, so my still...
Did we already use the jewels today? Down here?
I feel like we did.
When we started into the dry area, we...
No.
Probably.
Oh,
That's right. Yeah, you did.
Oh, you can't whoosh again.
So 14.
So your roll means whatever it means.
I'll take the lower one. I'll unadvantage myself. It doesn't change much. It's still real bad.
How bad?
13.
Okay.
What'd you get?
13.
He says that's real
Oh,
bad.
only one left.
That's bad.
None.
Okay.
That's bad.
He's like, and you're like, huh?
Okay, so quiet. So just so I know, who is holding the prisoners?
Me.
Both of them?
One.
Okay.
A third carrier, well, maybe.
I'm holding the naked dude.
Third Kier cannot hunt if he has to hold these meat sacks.
So, I mean, yeah. I feel like, I mean, are we leading with the ropes with their hands?
Yeah, one of them were just trailing. I feel like
Tuzar could take a guy with a rope, just pull him around. Snow would get pulled around. It's
Yeah.
gotta be you.
I definitely got Akin.
We got too many small people in our group.
Not Akin. So,
wrong bad guy.
Severin.
Severin.
Wrong bad guy. I'm like,
Hell.
okay, we can bring him back.
No.
No.
No, it will not.
No.
Please, let's not resurrect the evil druid.
We'll banish him.
There is some funky mustache.
There's only so much nakedness we can take.
That's what he was naked too.
We got
Come on.
fingers. We got fingers.
Come
Or a
on.
beard hair diaper or something.
Yeah. Well, he just had mushrooms everywhere. It's fine.
Yeah, I'll be leading the other guy.
Okay. So I'm gonna make.
No, let's leave them in the middle of the party.
Okay,
there's
so
people in front
the
of you.
guard, the one you're holding, he kind of hears Bjork's like quiet. He just shuts up. He's like, okay, good. Seven, on the other hand, hears it, and he's starting to try to make noise and wiggle, and he's starting to shoot. Yeah.
And I cut his breathing off.
And he's unconscious.
Let me
I'm gonna give him the good old Nolo sleeper hold. He can go down.
Okay.
I can literally carry him like a sack of
Yeah.
potatoes. Like,
So you actually gonna put him to sleep? Gonna knock him out?
yeah, you know what? I'm gonna
Yeah,
KO.
knock him out.
Okay.
But
So
you know, not blunt, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. You feel his body go limp, and you release, and then he is now unconscious.
Excellent. And then I sling his.
You sure you don't want to put some pants on him
naked
now?
body. Now what do I care?
Wear him like
Right
a
over the
cape.
shoulder.
Okay. Okay, so let's see. What are the numbers? You had 39,
9.
13.
You had
13,
20.
14.
20.
13.
24.
Okay.
23.
And-
Oh, and Alvin, what did you roll through stealth?
Oh, 16.
16.
Sorry.
Okay.
A lot of teams.
So there's a few things that you guys do that are kind of heard. Mostly it's just a Nolo clanging around,
Trying to
knock out Severin.
Yep.
And Bilik and Ned and Thurkir and Andrew look like just like gesturing and just like stop. But also, what is it? Tuzard, you give off a little bit of some noise. You're tugging the rope, and you bang your elbow against the rock. Just these small things here and there, and you see from inside of this large room. And it's a much larger room than you have been previously exposed to in this cavern. It's actually kind of, the floor is a bit sculpted. It looks more finer than it normally has. The walls are actually carved, and it comes to a dome at the top. And you see these two huge, dark, like gray purple figures, kind of hunched over what looks to be what was a corpse, and they're just kind of just gnawing and picking at it, and they're each holding the great clubs are on the floor next to them. They're using both hands. They're kind of gnawing, and they look over in your direction. You see one kind of real giant yellow red eye and one real small one, and it's like and they
sound adorable.
Then they have like these jagged teeth, and like bits of gristle and bone and blood are falling from their mouths.
Yeah,
and,
adorable.
and their
That's what I
bodies are malformed. Like they have like this giant hunchback, and they have like weird like warts and other deformities all over their body. But they kind of notice that there's something in your direction, and they pick up their clubs and
Ned is going to cast Minor Illusion and make a sound the opposite direction of us across the hall.
Okay, what's the sound?
Caw-caw!
You see Tuzar just kind of like, and he's like, fine, and he builds a minor illusion of a bird.
Probably a really stupid looking bird.
A really stupid looking bird just flapping its wings over there. It's like, I got this.
Nolo looks in the direction of the caca.
Okay, what's the check? It's a wisdom check?
If you interact with the illusion, it
I think it'd be
confuses
deception,
you.
wouldn't it, man?
And for your major illusion, how
No, this is not. I'm
What,
using
are you doing
minor
minor
illusion
illusion
as
as
well,
well?
but
Alright.
I have animate illusions. I
Oh
can
yeah,
make
yeah.
them-
But like, is there a save? I think you have to actually interact with it to dispel
It's
it.
an intelligence investigation check if they
Yeah.
interact.
If they interact
Oh,
with
if they
it, okay.
choose to interact with it.
Okay.
If they choose to examine it, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they feel like it's not real,
Like if
Okay.
they have
And-
reason to question it.
Yeah.
Like,
Cool.
you know, it's a bird in a cave.
So they hear this caw across the hall. All big, and then they both kind of turn, and now their backs are to you, and they're kind of really perplexed that a bird sound and this image of a bird is suddenly flying through the cave.
That's gonna browish to Anol and be like, are they bad guys?
I think so. Do we have mind link?
I think we do.
yeah, I
Do
would.
we? Oh,
Yeah, I'm always putting that back on.
So you
Push
browsing, I'm like, I think so. In my head, I think they're.
right.
Well,
Okay.
Well, I mean, to be bad, it's one thing. I mean, yeah, it's not bad acts, but maybe they just live down here. So I'm going to say, I don't know.
Okay.
But I don't look nice.
You're like the authority to me, so I don't know.
Well, you're so kind to think.
Would it be a nature check to know?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I roll like nature or something?
You can
to see
roll
if we know?
a nature check, or
I got +4 in nature.
Arcana.
I think I know what they are as a player. But
Yeah, but you have to
Oh
roll.
yeah.
I don't know.
You're rolling a history check then?
I don't know. Whatever.
You can
What's
roll
the
nature
memory?
or history or whatever is higher.
Yeah, mine is not too good.
19.
That's
Okay.
better.
Are they Formians?
Fomorians.
Formians.
Left channel,
Sorry.
right channel.
Reconnecting. Yeah, they are Fomorians, the Underdark giants that have been left down here and forsaken by their giant kin, and have now suffered myriad deformities, but also adaptations, including that one weird yellow eye that is evil and can actually curse you with other malafflictions and deformities.
They have evil eyes. What? That's wild.
A quick question: do they speak giant?
They do speak giant and undercommon.
Second quick question: is that eye thing a disease-causing thing?
No,
Curse.
it's a curse.
Yes.
We should strike quickly while their backs are turned.
I would like to see if I got anything against curses.
Can we? Do we have any more of those bags? Can we just take the bags, put them over their heads, and then?
Well, yes.
It's not the solution to everything.
Put a bag over his head.
Put a bag on you.
That's the episode title. Put a bag over his head.
I'm not opposed to that idea, to be quite frank. They got
So-
one eyeball that can curse a lot of you, and me too.
The tiny eyes, the one
The big one.
The big one.
the big one's bad.
Is it a
These are-
darkness?
I do not have magical darkness, but I can see in it.
Somebody?
You got magical dark.
Tyrael did, but you can only do that once per
There's a tiefling
He
thing
did
or
it.
something.
Yeah,
like.
he used it already.
He
Did
used
it for
it.
Danny DeVito.
Right.
These dudes also, though, that eye's evil, so therefore it acts independently at times.
No,
Are they immune to poisons?
you don't know that.
Let's
And they live in the Underdark.
Does
Light, sunlight hurt?
Or it might like make them blind if it's too bright.
does
That would be a specified thing though if it doesn't. I don't.
does Ender know if it's a thing where you have to make eye contact with the eye for it to work, or they just gotta
They
look?
just gotta look at you.
Gazer beam.
Okay, so we need to take out those eyes.
It's all fun and games until then.
I mean,
Who wants to sneak up with Thakir?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
you
sneak
can
right
ride
in
me.
you. All right.
Yeah.
I'll go too, I guess.
Oh,
You have to walk. I can only probably carry one person.
No, that's fine.
You want to come with us?
I wear you, I
Ride
don't
through
ride
here?
you.
I would love to ride Thiergear.
Okay, Alvin can ride me. I like Tiny Hunter.
Yeah. It's his turn. I don't want to
Okay.
be too greedy to riding the lizards all the time.
You must be this
While
small
this is
to
happening,
ride.
let's take a break and I'll set the map up.
Oh yes.
Okay, so it
Awesome.
sounds like we're going that direction.
I did
Yeah, definitely.
27.
We're not going to talk this one out.
Not that the stream is working, but the recording's working. Haha.
Can you upload the first little bit so people aren't bored? I don't know. What's
Yeah, we
going
got
on
that
there?
We need some intermission music.
Recording.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So those who are sneaking in, you start down here. So to talk a bit about just the map here, this is where everyone is.
There you go.
That's you know, I would say there's like this trail of blood where they pulled this beast and they're feasting on it. And this section is open. It leads down to a larger portion of the caves.
did you
No,
get
don't do
stones many out of the bag?
And,
Hold
Alvin.
it for a second. I'll put it back.
Where the bag.
I just wanted to let everyone take a peek at the map just so they knew what was happening.
Which way do we go?
Did you have him this time?
We're here, right?
Yeah, but I want once you're done here, I want to ask Buick which way we're supposed to go.
Yep. Okay, so here is
That is one of the things with having a big group is there's no chance we could sneak by anybody. All like 10 people past the stealth check.
you can just run.
Hold your breath and get in my bag of holding.
I don't know who some of these dudes are. Okay, so let's put everyone else
Yeah.
Maybe with that gauntlet.
back there.
Yeah. I just gauntlet all of you. Everybody holds their breath.
There's a Nolo.
Pop you in. A few
Yeah.
minutes
13.
later.
Alright, the Nolo's not gonna move. This
Hopefully,
is,
only a few minutes later.
Here we go. This is
Gets knocked unconscious.
This
Everyone
is,
dies.
Yeah.
Alvin.
Total party kill.
Oh.
Yeah, bag of Two stars just like pulling everybody out. Oh.
This is why Zeus said I wasn't allowed to have pets.
Okay. So let's see here. Let me get the music. Music. So as you approach, and who is sneaking?
Oh,
Third Kier and Alvin.
Third Ander.
and Ned
And then-
and Alvin, who's on third gear, so I don't know how sneaky he needs to be.
Okay, no, it's just
He might help.
just third gear roll. Everyone who is
2
active.
10s.
27.
27.
I got 18.
Okay.
22. Yes, I get third gear. Ned's here.
I rolled 2 10s.
Well, so one of the Fomorians is like look really enthralled with this bird, this caw sound. It's just like, but the other one hears something behind you, even though you guys are being very sneaky.
Oh.
I rolled a 20. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fair. Hey.
That's fair.
Purple dye.
Yes,
I know,
that is-
curse you.
Surprise the worst.
And he starts to turn around, and look. You see this giant eye just kind of scanning the area, and he happens to see your figures. Let's roll initiative.
All of us?
Yep, let's do it.
You're stabbing it. Oh, man. I rolled a 2.
20. Not natural.
15.
19.
Okay.
9.
10. You got a
Oh
2,
my
you got a 9?
Ooh, am I on the bottom? I'm on the bottom.
Okie dokie. So 25, 20.
20.
19 to 15.
19.
15. Both of those numbers.
14 to 10.
10.
I have 14.
Alvin first.
9 to 5.
9.
Oh, 8.
Okay. Giants have a 5.
Yes. Okay.
No problem.
Is that everybody? Okay. Hey, I'm gonna try something different.
Ooh.
No, come on, no, connect to my. Sorry, I want to try and connect it to
It's
the
not connecting to the Bluetooth.
Bluetooth.
Technology.
Yeah, yay, everything works. Hooray.
Now it does.
If not, that's you. Okay, so Ender, you're first.
Crown of Madness on the one that turned around.
Oh.
Ooh.
That is a wisdom saving throw against 17.
Critical fail.
I guess that dice rolls
Do we have a
20s
little
and ones.
signifier for the Crown of Madness? Thank you.
You can't drive me insane. I'm already there.
Madness.
Alright, so you know how that
My
works.
trick
That's,
is I'm always insane.
Yep. Okay, are you moving?
That's not where crowns go, but I tried.
That's where his crown goes.
this is a 5-foot tall wall.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go there and crouch behind it.
Okay. Okay, next is Thurkir.
I'm gonna run up and attack that one in the back.
Okay, can you move him, please?
The one that's not facing.
The one that's not facing us, yeah.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Does a 16 hit?
Yep.
That would be 19.
Okay.
And attack number 2. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Yeah, that would hit. Yeah, of course. 5. That's 17.
17.
Oh, I rage, of course. Barbarians don't rage. That's like.
I know, really, yeah. What do you okay.
Rawr!
So the one that's back is towards you, or the one's facing you?
The one in the back that doesn't know we're
One
there.
without Crown of Madness.
The one without Crown of Madness, yeah.
Just so we know. He's engaging the wrong person.
Oh.
Okay, good. So you see this black lizard leap up and just like start hacking away at this giant's leg, and he's like, he kind of tries to kick you away, but you dodge out of the way and hack at him again. Okay, so it is now Snow's turn.
You said he turned around and stomped at him?
Yeah.
Can I call shot on his eyeball?
Sure.
So this guy's turned around now?
Yeah.
So
You see the glowing eyeball.
is call shot just disadvantage?
It's pretty large. I'm gonna say that it's.
Because right now I'm getting advantage because of pack tactics.
We'll call it a straight roll then.
Alright. This is Ice Knife, so I'm not going to bother meta-magicking in it.
Nice.
I'm going to use my mug on that one.
Oh no!
That literal
20
one.
for a second.
No.
Is it flat faced or what?
That's much better.
There's so many dice I can't tell.
18.
18 is a hit.
He does get a dex save of 15 for the explodey bits, though.
He fails. Wait, nope. He fails. Sorry.
Alright, so 1d10 pierce.
His eyeball did not dodge.
And 2d6 cool. 10 on the piercing.
Okay.
And then 12 on the cold.
22.
Wow.
How many hit points does an eyeball have?
Well,
It's a weird magic evil eyeball.
I rolled max on the piercing
count for
damage
something.
and damn near on the
okay.
sixes.
So what I'm gonna say is like,
Snow.
because you kind of launch your ice knife at his face and you kind of connect it, and it hits him kind of below the cheek and explodes. And it's like this giant eye that goes which is in pain. He's like just freaking out and kind of covers his eye with one of his dirty, grimy claw hands.
Oh yeah.
Now it's infected too.
Yeah. So
Pink eye.
while it doesn't, his eye didn't explode. You see kind of bits of blood and pus kind of oozing out from it. But it is he won't be able to use his eye abilities next turn.
He will be.
He
No,
won't.
he won't.
But it may not be
Stifled it for a
permanent.
It might not be permanent, but for right now he's like, "Argh!" He's good. He's squinting, looking around. All right, Alvin, all good.
Yep. On the non-Crown of Madness one, I'm going to cast Moonbeam at 5th level. So it's a con save. He needs to beat a 15. If he beats it, he only takes half damage. But I'm just gonna go ahead and roll my dice.
Con
Okay.
save of 15. Also, you're up front with Thurkir if you want to pull back.
That was so close to being
Oh
good.
no, I'll stay up front. That's fine.
He just got
I failed.
Okay, so full damage, and just let me math quick. 29 damage, bludgeoning. It's a 20-foot cube,
So it gets
and it pushes the ground up, and that ground is now difficult terrain.
Whoa.
Okay.
Moonbeam does that?
Wait, no, I'm sorry. I was
Yeah, like-
looking at a different spell before. Moonbeam is radiant damage. He's engulfed in
Yeah.
ghostly flame. I'm sorry. I was looking at different spells. My mistake.
Druid things. It's all good.
It's like hot diggity.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Yeah,
fifth level.
29 radiant damage.
Yep, got it. So the
Yeah,
moon,
sorry about that.
the silvery pallid light appears in the cavern, the dome section of the ceiling, and bathes him in radiant damage. And you see like his skin start to fry a little bit. And he's just taking damage. And he's like, what are you looking around bewildered? Okay, it is now Nola's turn.
Yeah, so I would like to cast daylight on my shield
Okay,
and aim it right at their eyeballs.
okay.
Wince.
Well, one is already blinded.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So I'm actually, so
This
I'm
is
gonna actually
ultra
run up. I'm
blinding.
gonna go Helm's light make you wince, all stoically. So I'm gonna run up as like maybe right next to these guys if I can,
Okay.
and then Helm's light shield them.
Okay, so as daylight fills the room, which was immensely dark beforehand, and they were both kind of like, looking just kind of get
trying to block out some of the light because it's just a shock to the system right now.
Perfect.
Okay. So now it is Ned's turn.
Did you move up?
Yes. And
Okay, cool. Ned is gonna
benefit to
dash up and hide behind a Novo and cast a couple nice little Eldritch Blasts. What's the deal with the Crown of Madness? If they take damage from us, is that bad? Do we know?
No. You guys can always attack the Crown of Madness too. It doesn't affect the spell.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, just gonna swing one bolt at each of them.
There we go.
Right in their faces. But oh shoot. Oh, that's not that good. 11? Does an 11 hit?
Yeah, no.
No, yeah, I didn't think so. Oh, how about 17?
17 hits.
17. All right, so the one without Crown of Madness is gonna take four magic damage.
Okay.
Oh wait, not 4. 7. Sorry,
Okay.
I forgot I have that angry Eldritch thingy. The roar.
Kaka.
Yeah, right.
That's right.
Whoops, wrong spell.
Oh, the reason Ned actually did the caca is because Desk isn't here right now. She's feeling
I figured
sad.
it
He
was
got
gonna be
squished.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
She subconsciously misses it.
your purple energy flies out and hits him like just below, like on the left side of his belly button, but doesn't do kind of a lot. It kind of sinks into the muscle there.
Take that, giant belly button.
Yeah, right. All right, the Giants. Crown of Madness guy first.
Oh, wait,
Okay.
it's a 2
He's
sided
going to
Oh,
attack
I'm
his
sorry.
partner.
I'm sorry. 2 sorry. Didn't mean to forget you.
How these are giants
They're
here.
18 feet tall.
They're 18 feet tall. These are like really scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah,
find out
I've wanted to do this for a while. I'll just do it as a new cantrip.
A new cantrip.
I'm gonna just point at the one that we've been beaten up, and you hear this ding of a bell.
Toll the dead.
Oh.
Make a wisdom saving
This
throw.
is a great spell.
Wisdom savings throw.
Spells
How does
I
it
save.
You save.
I do.
Okay, so 2d8 then.
It's a cantrip. You can use as much as you want.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's a
Isn't
great
it if they
cantrip.
take damage, they get
5
like a
damage.
whole bunch of
Okay.
damage?
If they're
And
already
put-
damaged, it does more.
Way more damage. Yeah.
The
If
target
they're
is
pressure, it does
missing any
almost
hit
nothing.
points instead
If
takes
it's
1d12 necrotic damage. So why are you rolling
Wait.
d8s?
Yeah.
Target must succeed on a wisdom save or take 1d8 necrotic damage. If the target is missing any of its hit points,
It doesn't take any damage.
It doesn't take any damage.
It's
I've
succeeding
read
on the
that. I
saving
thought I was switching between.
Oh,
I don't
I
know why.
see.
I've never done this so well before. Like I said,
Okay.
Well, they
read it
saved.
wrong.
All right.
Okay.
I saw
That's
that
the
or
rest
that.
of it.
It
and
sounded
thought-
good.
Yep.
Well, it still is very good.
Are you on the board?
Yes. Which
Choose
I,
our-
which did nothing.
Okay.
Now that
so.
he's taken an action, he's on the board.
Okay.
Makes sense,
So,
right?
Crown of Madness. Do I get to save at the end of my turn?
At the end of your turn, yes.
Okay. So he's going to attack his buddy first.
Yep.
He got it with his great club. So he takes his great club. He's like, and he clocks this guy in the head for
His friend.
19 damage.
Oh, ooh.
Can I ask a quick question to you? If you're attacking somebody that is bathed in ghostly flames, and when you go to hit him, are you now ghostly flames to take damage?
No, the club is. The club,
Okay.
the club is,
All right.
that
Go
kind
big
of,
Just
honking.
visualize
And
it.
it's
Yeah.
only
Does Moonbeam still stick around?
Yeah.
Moonbeam is there for a long
and he
time.
attacks
okay.
again.
And it's only a
because
5 foot
he
square
can, and he
cylinder.
gets him again.
Oh,
He gets so one on the head, and he brings it back and just gets him right in the gut this time for another 19 damage.
Open zag, daddy step.
Okay, and his buddy's just like, just like.
What did he
screaming.
say?
no. Do we speak Underdark?
I speak giant.
Oh.
He speaks giant, yes.
Wait,
He
wait.
said, "You son of a bee." That
Yeah,
hurt
pretty
me a
much.
whole bunch.
Yeah, you get the gist of it.
I'm gonna tell your mama.
I'm gonna.
We're not gonna cuddle tonight.
Okay, what's
17.
You're
what-
trapped in
what-
there. It sucks.
What's that?
what's stat?
Oh, damn it. I just clicked off of it. I believe it
What
is
spell is it?
wisdom. Wisdom.
Wisdom? Nope. Okay, so the guy, the giant who is not charmed, clearly is bewildered. Just thinks his friend has just got some bad meat, or just like is.
Ate some bad meat.
He is going to, let's see here, who is annoying him the most?
Sorry, quick question.
Yeah.
When I cast Moonbeam on him, just I'm gonna read out the spell description. I don't know if I'm reading this right.
Okay.
When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there,
Yeah, he
it is
takes
engulfed in the ghostly flame. So
Yeah, he takes damage now.
the
Okay.
same effect again now.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's the
Does you guys save though?
yeah, it's a save to take full damage or half damage. He needs to beat a 15 con save.
He does.
Oh,
Okay,
so half damage.
half damage this time. Just a second.
When after this on the target's turn.
Alright, so 14 plus 17. I'm sorry, I'm just mathing quick.
And really quick, buddy, are you rolling 5d10 for normal damage?
I am rolling 5d10 for
Okay.
damage.
Just
That's
to
why
make
it's taking me a second, because I'm not terribly good at math. I do apologize. I might start using my dice app instead so I don't slow things down like this. 14. So he takes
Do you have another
half
plan of
damage.
action?
He only takes 18
Do you have another
damage.
action to
Man,
take?
that would have been a good one.
Do you have a plan for what to do next?
Okay.
You do? Okay.
So,
You can brown.
he clearly bewildered by the force of these little people. Oh
Minus
man.
1. So huge. Not really.
Okay, he's going to move around.
Oh, he's getting out of the beam.
Yeah, he's gonna get out of the beam as much as he can. And he's gonna smack Alvin all good.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Fair enough.
Huh?
My shield?
No.
He tried to blind him. It's worth a shot.
They can wince.
19 hit you, Matt?
A 19's my armor class, so I'm gonna say yeah.
Wait a minute, wait.
Wait! That's not a no. You're near Nolo by like.
I'd like to impose disadvantage with using my reaction.
Okay, then I roll a critical fail.
Oh, what?
First attack.
What's the Nolo?
Yep, gotcha.
Okay, so as he brings his great club back, and he kind of, with the daylight and the moonbeam, and he's only got one good eye, kind of smashes and hits the stone thing in front of him, kind of breaks his great club in half a little bit,
Oh,
cracks it, and takes out part of the stones.
Ander pees himself away.
The room kind of shatters. You're like, ah! He's gonna come back with a second attack. 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so you take 19 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Is boom beam concentration?
Oh, it is.
Yes, make a concentration save.
Sure thing. How do you?
That's a D20.
It's a concentration save.
Just a straight roll.
Straight roll D20 if it's higher than
No,
10.
I actually looked it up.
Oh, it's different.
It's a
than that.
concentration check. So it's a concentration save. It's 10 plus half the damage taken. So, or 10 or half damage taken. So you took 19 damage. So the DC is 19.
Okay.
It's a Constitution save.
10 or half
Wait,
the damage.
half the damage
Or-
taken, not all the
half the
damage
damage.
taken.
Oh,
So it's either 9 or
Like
10.
a
I could bet.
10.
I'm like, I want him to fail.
I think it's a
But
10
all you
either
do is
way.
roll
I
a
see
d20,
whichever's
that's
higher.
it?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then you
No
gotta get
adding?
That's
10
gonna
or
be 10 or half, which is higher, yeah. So it could be
That
10.
makes sense.
So 10. Okay.
Roll.
10 and a half.
I rolled an 11.
Oh!
Okay, yeah.
Aw.
You still have.
Maintain concentration on your moving. Alright,
Don't
top
get
of the
used to
order,
this
Anders.
stuff. Did you have a plan?
So depressed.
I have to maintain concentration on
Crown of
the
Man.
Crown of Madness one. I send over Gary's telepathic link. I say to Tuzar, hey, make an illusion of another creature within reach of my guy, so that he has something to attack.
There's a thumbs up emoji.
And I give inspiration to Alvin, although you can't see the card.
You get a D10?
You get a D10 you can apply to any one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. Additionally, or alternatively, you can add it to a number rolled to a weapon damage that you made
You can add it to the damage you do. Yeah,
Yeah,
this
or-
is Bard skills here.
Yeah,
Wait,
do it. Do
weapon,
whatever you want.
only weapon damage, or would it count to spell damage too?
It says weapon damage on my card here.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's only.
Yeah, melee
You
weapons.
can also, or you can add it to your armor class.
Yeah, so it's
Wow.
Like a one-time thing.
Really handy.
Yeah, once within the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
yeah. That's your bonus action, and just maintaining concentration. That's not.
This is a bonus action.
Yeah, but maintaining concentration is not an action. That's just so long as you don't cast another concentration spell, you're good.
Bingo.
So you still have an action,
Yeah.
Oh,
just
okay.
so you know. Yeah.
Then I will pop up and fire a bolt at Big Blue there.
Okay.
The one that bashed up your hiding spot a little
Yeah.
bit. That's fair.
Nope, I don't think so. 4 plus crossbow 9, 13.
Just a miss.
Aha!
They're pretty big.
Yeah.
You somehow missed the giant.
It is 5 feet in front of you.
Yeah, basically. 10 feet in front of you.
He just put his
Cheerios
arm over the
not here.
rocks.
Well,
Shooting over cover.
you're shooting over cover. You pull the trigger a little too quickly, and it goes between his legs, and you're resounds off the cavern floor. Okay, and you moving.
I am going to hide.
Okay. No, that's an action.
That's an action, though. Okay, then I
Coward.
am.
That's technically just.
Hands up, don't boot.
No, I'm gonna stay put.
Okay, third cure, Snow's on deck.
I'll just keep attacking him
Okay.
recklessly. 9 plus 10 is 19 to hit.
That's a hit.
For 19.
Okay, how do you want to do that?
Thurkir will slice through his arm, ripping it off, and let him bleed out.
Okay, so you kind of clamber up his arm, and you grab a hold of like this scraps of like hide that is just kind of just, and you cleave through his arm holding the great club, and it falls, and black blood just shoots out.
Oh, like Monty
And-
Python style? Like,
Okay, you can do that with a little stream. And it just kind of crumples down, and you hear the whole cavern around you just the thud and shake. Bits of dust are falling from the ceiling, and rock. Yeah, he's gone.
Can I use my second attack to throw the arm at the other guy?
that was an improvised weapon?
That's
What is
yeah.
that? Like,
Yeah, that's one
sword?
like
Actually,
D4.
get a, okay, first make an attack. Well, make an athletics check.
Athletics? Okay.
It's giant arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
17.
No, I'm gonna say no.
Oh,
No, because you pick it up did not. The adrenaline.
very hard to throw a
Yeah.
arm.
To you, friend. I could do it.
No.
I can
Too bad it wasn't
pick
a
up,
strength
push,
check.
pull,
So you can't
carry.
you can't throw it, but you can still make your attack if you want to move and attack.
Attack.
Trying to drag the arm over
Yeah,
towards
no,
him.
that doesn't work. You know.
Drop it.
No, it's not good.
Aw.
Aw.
Just
Oh
wasn't in
well.
the cards for third gear.
No. I
Okay.
spray some blood splatter at him as I miss.
Okay, that works. Snow.
But you did walk over to him?
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm like 1 foot away. Yeah, I'll just move
Yeah,
one space or two.
Alvin, you're on deck.
I need to know for pack tactics.
Oh, okay.
Just regular bolt on the light crossbow. Oh, wow. 14 hit.
14?
Yes.
Nice. Max damage. 11.
Okay. And I don't have to. Chronomatic still holding that? It takes damage?
Well, you have to
Yeah.
attack the nearest guy, I think, which would
Okay.
be us now.
Doesn't say anything about taking damage.
Okay, so he takes crossbow bolt, pings him in the shoulder, he kind of sticks. Okay, Alvin.
Yep, I'm using
Oh,
my
yeah, that-
action to move the moonbeam onto the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Constitution save of 15.
By the way, I couldn't take that crossbow shot. I do have to use my action to maintain.
No,
Is
he
that how that
fails.
spell works?
He fails?
Yeah.
Okay, so he takes 17 radiant damage.
Okay.
Alright.
Okie dokie. So the moonbeam is just searing his skin, kind of cooking him in the moonlight.
Cooking him in the moonlight.
Cooking him in the moonlight.
Yeah, sometimes I say things like,
We should, I saw you ponder that, and I'm like,
Everybody cooking in the moonlight.
too bad to get rid of those tongs. It's the perfect sear.
Yeah.
like, what happened to those tongs,
I
everybody?
think he traded them in for like a
Those
pearl
were
or
a cool
something.
bag.
No, for something for me, I do remember.
Yeah.
It was pretty nice.
All right,
Quick
anyway,
question.
so, yeah.
My move. Can I climb up the sky?
Mhm.
I'd like to do that.
Okay. Make an athletic check.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
He did the moonbeam.
Athletics. It's +9 powers. I'll take an 18 on that climb check.
Okay.
Up that beast of a man.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you start clambering up his legs, and you manage to get about halfway up. You're about the side, about his waist. You climb about 9 or 10 feet.
Would that warrant an attack?
No, that's the action.
Got you.
Okay.
I'm good.
So, but you are currently holding on, and you're looking around.
And guess who's closer now, fellas?
Okay. Ned, 2 swords on deck.
All right, Ned's just gonna go for more Eldritch
On the
Blast.
bottom.
On the bottom, yeah, just put him on the base, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Climbing giants, this is what this game's about.
That's what I love. I climb many giants.
Giants climbing giants.
I missed the battle where I was in the middle of three
Oh,
giants.
that's 2 hits. That's the 20 something and an 18.
Okay, yeah, those 2 hits.
Super
And we're
strength.
doing 7 damage each, so that is 14 damage.
Okay. So, Eldritch Blast, fire off.
Littlest guy.
Sink into his flesh. You see these burn marks that are kind of now purpley and purple burn marks. Okay, Tuzar.
How beat up does he look? Not. He's not ready
He's
to go
taking
down.
some damage, but he's not too bad.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna do a major illusion, major image. That's what it is, of a giant banana knight. That's about as big as he is.
Banana knight?
Yeah, it's a banana with arms and legs.
Peanut butter jelly time guy?
But
he's got an armored helmet on of somehow,
Yeah.
and he's got a sword and a shield, and he's like,
Wow.
Okay, where do you want to make this illusion happen?
That sounds nightmarish.
right next to where the other guy was.
Right here?
Yeah.
That is nightmarish. No, it's not cool with this.
Why? What is wrong with your mind?
First thing came to my mind. Tuzar doesn't like food and
Or the overlay.
seems scary.
Or like I said, I'll be more specific next time.
Oh, that wasn't what you had in mind?
That's fine. Maybe I'll slip.
Okay. So now, are you moving, Tuzar?
No.
Okay. Giant's turn. Crown of Madness.
Okay, he's going to attack the banana man.
Banana Man is doing his best to dodge this.
Quick question: would he actually be trying to attack me?
No, why?
I'm on him.
No, I'm commanding him what to attack.
Yeah, Crown of Madness.
Yeah, it's not confusion.
That's why I put the Banana Man there.
Question.
Oh no, it's just Moonbeam still. Con save.
He fails.
Oh my god.
So let me just hit my button. 23 radiant.
I'm gonna just hit.
Is
Is that the
going
purple
into
one?
the dice tail? Purple dice!
We didn't need Kevin's bad voodoo. We were plotting the death.
How much, Matt?
Defeated the monster.
23.
The real monster.
Okay, so yeah, he's cooking. Alright, so he's going to attack the Banana Man.
Banana Knight.
Banana
What?
Knight.
Banana Knight.
Upon interacting with it, he'll know it's
Oh,
an
yeah.
illusion.
So
No. If he hits it,
Investigates.
yeah, he has got to do an intelligence investigation. and the Banana Knight is like, because I'm able to animate them completely. He's
Trying to
like,
make him dodge.
he's like, not aware.
Matrix of Banana Knight.
He does?
Yeah.
He still has to make a 10. He's got to make an investigation check
Right.
to investigate it.
I mean,
To understand? Are you sure? I think if you're actually physically interacting with it, you ought to
Banana
just know.
splats
Yeah.
everywhere in
That's
the
the way it works
region.
with
It's
minor
like the
illusion.
Terminator.
no, this is major illusion, major
You
image.
cannot
This is
stop
a
Banana
third
Man.
level spell.
Shatters into intelligence.
Okay, so I'm with this. I'll make an.
Physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion because things can pass through it. A creature that uses its action to examine the image can determine it to be an
That's a-
illusion with successful intelligence.
If you're not interacting with it.
Right.
Yeah.
But
You
he
try to
did.
touch a wall and your hand goes through it, you're gonna know.
You already
don't
know,
need to.
yeah.
Yeah, you already know.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
so
he
he
knows.
knows.
He knows.
So he realizes he sees the club pass through the banana knight, even though it's kind of dancing and wiggling out of the way. And then he realizes that Nolo's crawling up on him. Goes, okay. And
So
let's
that's his
see.
second
So
attack.
I took
Yeah, it's
one
the
of his
second attack.
attacks.
He looks. You see his eye kind of shine bright yellow, and you make a charisma save.
You must use his action before it moves. That's an action, right?
He used his action to
but
attack
to
the.
attack is part of his full action.
Yeah.
You said charisma.
Yeah.
I should have been able to
See.
say two attacks.
29.
No,
Okay.
no. He used
Jesus.
one attack for an action.
It's my best save.
Yeah, it's a full attack, and I have to have 2 parts
yeah,
of that.
paladin,
Since
right?
he realized the first
And
one's an illusion,
my plus
he's not going to keep going after that. So he's going to go after the next closest target.
Right.
Yeah.
But never mind. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
I'm confused.
Yeah, you're fine. Hold on.
Whoa, 30.
wait.
30
Oh,
save.
No, I lied. You take 15 damage.
What kind?
Psychic damage.
No.
So it's
You
Squishy
feel your
brain.
mind,
Worst
and kind of,
damage.
you see images of
not
deformities and
actually taking any of that.
Oh.
Because my shield ability, it allows me to any spell that's directly attached
not a
to me.
spell.
But I think it's anything that is directed at me, and I have to make a save. If I'm to take half damage, I take no damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
What kind of rogue stuff is this?
I
This
have
ain't no
that,
rogue
yeah.
stuff. You
What?
saw this,
Apparently
and this
this
is Shield Master. If you take the attack action on your turn, you can use the bonus action to try to shove a creature within 5 feet. Didn't do that.
Wait, that's not.
If you aren't incapacitated, you can add your shield's AC bonus to any dex saving throw. Not yet. You make against a spell effect that's targeting only you, and if it affects, allow half damage on
Spell
success.
effect.
It's not a spell
But
effect.
it's not a spell. It's a natural ability.
So what is that ability?
It's an ability,
It's
not a
evil eye.
spell.
So what? And it's
It's
what
an
kind of damage?
attack. It's
It's
not
like a.
It's
So
hold on.
That's a curse,
It's not
right?
casting any
no,
spells.
okay, hold on. He's right. Fomorian magically forces a creature you can see to make a DC saving throw. So I guess it is a magic-like ability.
So
Magic.
if I succeed and it only gives me half, I take none.
Fine.
But that's my reaction, so I can't use my reaction.
Good. Okay, so he's gonna move.
That's fair.
Running away with a Nolo.
Running away with the Nolo on him.
Yep, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna step over third gear, and he's gonna run,
Oh, you get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Third gear.
Okay.
and he's going to start to run away down to the depths of.
Oh, it's so close. It's a 19 plus 10.
That's
so
a hit.
29. Plus 19 more damage.
Nice. Almost a nat 20. That would have done
It was
a
almost a
big
nat
hefty
20.
lump.
So he's running away with a Nolo. What's the save?
17.
Which
Wisdom.
Wisdom?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
No.
Okay, he's still Crown of Madness.
There can't be that many places to go.
Okay,
for a
Ender.
giant.
Third gear is on deck.
Okay.
This music is anger.
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 Roar.
All right, I'm gonna longbow this time.
Okay, I
25.
discovered that's a hit. I discovered I have GarageBand on the iPad. And I'm gonna make some music.
So you made this.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Just you on guitar?
No.
It's a garage. It's an app.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is him on
But
guitar.
I think you can play, right? And record
Yeah.
it though?
Bow, I get 2 attacks, right?
Actually,
Longbow.
Yeah.
So, 21
It's a hit.
and 7.
Okay. These two long ones hit him in the upper blades of his shoulders in the back as he's running away, and they stick and they kind of snap while he's moving around. He looked pretty beat up, but he's still pretty mobile. Okay.
he's running away.
Yeah. Third gear.
Do we want to beat him?
I'll move towards him.
Well, right now he's running away.
Okay.
Can I get to him with 50?
That's true.
Okay. Yeah. You're
Okay. Well, then I'm going to attack him twice.
okay.
I'm not jumping off.
26
Okay. That's a hit.
for 14 damage.
Okay.
And 25
Sorry,
for
right
14 damage.
Oh wow. Okay, good. Yeah, Thirker just comes in. What's your weapon? You're like a
Claws.
claws. And you're just like, ah! You're slashing at this Fomorian's ankles. Blood is just spewing everywhere. And he looks pretty beat up now. Like he's like almost going down to one knee. And he's like kind of stumbling around. Snow.
Alright, let's move me up 30, and I'm going to chuck another ice knife at him.
Okay, you're right. Yep, that works.
Kick him in the pistons. Sorry, Borderlands.
Dex save?
Yep. See if it even hits first.
Critical fail.
Almost.
Roll
It's
a
a 2 and a 3.
Roll
So,
a 1.
I rolled a 1.
Oh,
He rolled a 1.
Oh.
Well-
He critical fail.
I don't suppose a 10 hits.
He could.
Well, nope.
Well-
Not the AC.
The knife failed, but the burst didn't. That's neat.
Just gotta get close.
Yeah, so then it goes land on the ground.
13.
Okay, 13 damage. How do we do this?
The knife's gonna like whiz by next to him, like maybe like under the arm or something, and it's gonna explode, and just like the shards and icicles are just gonna rip into him.
Okay, cool.
Wait a minute. Do I take shrapnel damage?
Make a dex save.
You are within 5 feet of him.
I'm
Oh,
attached
yeah.
to
Oh,
the
yeah.
zombie, sucker.
It's a 5
Dex,
foot
you said?
radius, so yeah.
Make a dex
Let me
save.
see.
Dex 15.
Dex 15. 8 plus 5 is 13. Plus
So you take it.
5.
Do you get plus 4 to your
18.
aura? Or something? Yeah, you get.
Oh, that's
17.
7.
Okay, so like you said.
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. Alright.
Cold bits.
And we are out of combat.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, the giants.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna make my giant banana man do a little dance for everybody.
Victory dance.
Little victory dance.
Okay.
I would like to attempt to high five Thirkir.
Okay. Their cure looks weirded out. I don't know.
Do you not do this? We used to do this all the time back home with the Thornweb. We just slap hands together.
Okay. I roll my strength on him, slap him really hard.
Oh no!
This is clearly.
Oh, you look at I rolled really low. I rolled a 6 plus my 5. Would you? So I didn't hit you too hard.
Okay.
I almost am hesitant to ask, but Thirkir would do it. Is there anything I can make out of these guys?
Are you looking for a trophy or
What do you want to
something?
make?
That's what lizard people do. They make stuff out of whatever they...
Well, there's several things that are interesting about Fomorians. I mean, they have the eye itself, the gigantic, like, evil-looking eye. One has like a sort of what looks to be a growth that's coming out of its shoulder that looked like it could have been another face or a head. There's one that has like a large like just mass on its back, like a big huge hump. The other ones like they look like hobbled and crippled.
Yeah.
I mean, they're weird looking, but they're. I mean, if you want to.
They could probably make a club out of like a bone or something.
Or one
I
of
mean, the
their
finger
clubs.
bones are all weird and misshapen.
Do they have any like possessions?
Well, that's different.
Maybe-
I'm literally using them as a resource.
What they look like.
Yeah, well, Ned cares about possessions. Oh, gross.
Yeah, you
Ew.
can ugly.
Hey, ugly.
I don't know if I can do anything with the eye. What kind of check would that be? You think? Like, I don't know how useful an eye is.
If you're using a trophy, I mean, that's
That's
something.
different.
I
Yeah.
mean, you can use it as a fucking soccer ball. I don't know.
Squish. I rolled a 16 to check for goodies.
Okay.
You really want to check these guys?
Yeah.
They're like moldy, gross.
You want to take his eyeball?
Well, they might have something
Yeah, I'll
on the
take an
case.
eyeball just to have it.
Yeah, what did they
They're moldy and gross, but he's taking his eyeball. What?
That's what I'm saying. Let him take the eye. You can take.
I'm not gonna eat it.
Lizards who live in glass houses.
You don't find an awful lot of stuff, but you do find, I guess, sort of tucked in between the folds of like their.
It's all yours, whatever you find.
Yeah.
Is small drow dagger.
Ooh.
Just got stuck in there.
Does it look stained? Like it has the poison of paralysis on it? Okay.
It does.
Have we inspected their corpse that they left?
Oh yeah, they were
That's
eating
probably
something.
the drow that had the dagger.
Okay.
Yeah, just wondering what it is.
Make a medicine check.
I'm gonna come over to it and go like, "Hey,
Can someone check this out?
somebody
No
knows
stuff.
what things are that are like
Squishy and
people."
gross.
This will require a medicine
Yeah.
check.
Be a druid thing.
Incompatible.
That's wisdom.
That sounds like a druid thing, yeah.
Get somebody.
Sure.
Yeah, I could do that. And that's let me see, 16 plus 7, 23.
Okay.
Ooh.
So you recognize that the corpse and the bones are from an auroch. An
Oh, it's
auroch,
an Auroch, guys.
which is it's like basically like a large cattle. It looks kind of like a bison. It's very shaggy, has lots of hair, kind of horns, but it's much bigger than the standard cattle. So it's actually a large animal.
Giant cow.
Yeah.
I'm going to check on the prisoners.
Okay, they're still there. Buick was doing his job.
Oh.
Can I get my bolt back?
Yeah, make a perception check or investigation check.
Investigation.
It's dark. Well, you have dark vision, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard.
20.
Okay, yeah, you easily find it.
Yeah.
Pick it up.
Yeah.
Other things?
Can we take a little bit of a rest, you guys? Like, I sort of forgot about this in the heat of battle, but I got really beat up last time. I have like 26 hit points, and I kind of don't want to die.
Oh, yeah.
I'm out
Just
of
take a short break, or
I'm out of second level spell slots too.
Well, I think resting is then yes.
Okay.
I think we should.
Long one? Do we get? I don't know. Yeah, can we afford a long rest?
Do we have time?
that's a very
for
Buick
long-
shrug. I like that.
So I'm not feeling like anything super pressing right now. We do have prisoners that I can just put to sleep again.
I'm gonna stay up all night and watch them
Yeah. Tuzar doesn't need
if you
sleep.
want.
I've been burning through my spell slots.
It's tiny hutted.
Do you want to do it right here though? Because we could wake up and.
This is a pretty big area.
It's a tiny hut.
We could do it in this little spot right here. This is cute.
Why don't we just want to scout just ahead? I'll scout ahead if you're too beat up.
I'm pretty hurt, so.
I'll take you.
Okay,
I'll
you.
another stick.
you don't
I'll
take
go
me.
with you. I'll go with you.
He wants to carry you too.
Okay, so as you scout ahead, make perception checks.
Not very good.
Not good. Nope. Plus 9. Or 9.
9.
Oh wow.
Jeez.
There we go.
Oh boy.
9!
So as you are walking through the tunnels, this section has gone back to being much more like roughly hewn kind of stuff. Even though there's a semblance that there was some sort of carving here at one point. It just seems like over time or deterioration that has faded away. But it does begin to slope upwards. And you're looking around, peeking around. There's, to your knowledge, nobody around. It looks pretty quiet. But you do get the sense that you are close to the surface.
Gary's back to everybody.
Maybe we should camp out on the surface.
Is this the place where we need to go? Remember they said we need to go through one area and through these things and then up to the next to find our person.
The surface might be in the city at this point. Where
Where
are we?
Know, right?
Buick?
We were supposed to be talking to the dude who we needed to either find on the top side or we can go on the short route down through here and then back up. Remember?
Well,
We don't want to do that
Wayne.
with strength.
Exactly, we don't want to do that at half strength. That's why we take a little napsy doozies out here.
We are close to the city of Kufnal. We are actually in a few more, I guess, a bit more travel. We will actually be under the Iron District.
Would that be a safer place to rest?
Well, I mean, if you find potentially.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Yeah, maybe. How about, hey, how long can you make an illusion last for?
An hour?
Oh, never mind that.
It's a long time.
I can mold earth.
Can you mold earth around the tiny hut so we look more natural? so that we can like camp out right in that little alcove, like you said.
We can both do that. So by our powers combined, maybe.
Wait a minute, though. Why do we care?
Wait, does the actual physically moving of the earth only last an hour? That doesn't make sense.
No.
I know, like painting it and whatever, you can make it just look pretty. You can pretty the earth.
Why do we
that's-
want to not be seen?
Tiny huts and
Because they're drow, and they might, if there's drow in these tunnels and they come looking for us, they might very well be able to get to us. They have pretty good magic.
They can't get us through the tiny hut, though.
No, but they can surround us until
Yeah, that's
we have to
true.
come out.
I would know that they were there. We could prepare for it, and we'd be at full strength. I don't know.
Serious question, and that could provide us a way out. Hold up. That little alcove does it have a ladder? Are you saying we're right underneath the city, and we?
No, where we walked out that way.
Yeah,
We
you
went up.
travel a bit more.
So what if we put the tiny hut, and the ladder is right in there? People coming down can't get in the hut down the ladder, but if we need to make an expedited way out, we can just climb the ladder and out.
Is there a ladder?
We didn't go
Hut's
that
an
far.
illusion.
We didn't.
Hut's an illusion.
Huh?
Right.
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's a real.
You can make it look like
okay.
something that looks close to the same color as the
Yeah, I
area
can
around
color
it.
the outside,
That's right.
and I
How
can make it so you
wide
can't
is
see
the-
in.
How wide is the path leading towards the where they're standing right now? How big is the
It is
tunnel?
it's close to about 7 feet, 8 feet.
How big is the hut? Is it 10 feet around? Because we could just block it off, and then if someone comes at us from one side, we
10
can't
foot
get surrounded,
radius.
and we can just
Go out the other
leave
way.
Which means it's
while
20
the hut's
feet.
blocking them.
20 feet.
Okay, yeah. Then we could even put it in a little bit before it gets that narrow.
Whatever you guys want
Yeah,
to
let's do that. Let's just go. Let's do this.
Sleep time.
I need my hit points.
Okay. I'll watch the dudes.
Okay, good. So you guys settle in under the tiny hut.
Tiny hut's best.
We're going to transition to the Shadowfell.
Oh yeah, Ned was actually
Should I go
before
ahead and
she
do a long rest?
went to bed.
Yeah.
Ned wanted to actually try and talk to the sword. Would that make for a good transition?
Sure.
Good night, Roland. You there?
So he actually kind of him and Vera kind of materialize.
Oh,
It's like,
hi.
hi.
How's it going?
You're currently on the back of a bat.
Still on the back of the bat? Okay. Yeah. I'm on a bat. It's a really big bat.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna get some information on a dragon from Gavin, I believe his name was.
Gavin?
Dragon.
Gavin?
Said that.
Right now, only she's hearing all this, yeah?
You guys hear me saying Gavin? A whole bunch, though.
Hmm.
You guys, you know a dragon Gavin person? Why does Gavin sound familiar?
I was looking for a Gavin. That's
You
what-
were.
Yeah, it's
Here! And Ned's gonna just pass you the sword.
Hey,
Hello.
Who dis?
you got a last name for that Gavin?
I don't think he gave me a last name. No.
Can you describe Gavin?
I haven't seen Gavin. We're heading to Gavin.
You.
Well,
So he's never seen it, but I mean,
No,
I'm sure
but-
he's seen a likeness or something.
no, Snow doesn't know really much about Gavin at all.
You know his last name?
Let's see. Now, what were we talking about with dragons or something with him?
Yeah, dragons.
Yeah, apparently he's got some information on the dragon that we're trying to get.
Well,
Or something to do with it.
Where are you going to find him?
Gideon kind of keeps me slightly out of the loop most of the time.
Did he say where you're going to find him?
You said back to material plane.
Yeah, it's we're coming back to the material plane. I know we were headed west, I
Yep.
think he said.
Well, we might have to check up with you again to see if you find out more about him.
Do you know something about him?
Not much, really. My surrogate parents, I've kind of been searching for their son who's gone missing since, well, before we were hatched. And his name was Gavin.
That complicates things.
How so?
We're going to procure information from him. By any means necessary.
Like, from him, like you're meeting him.
Yeah.
Maybe don't hurt him?
I mean, that is the plan. That is the plan. That's my plan, but I don't know if that's Gideon's plan.
Steer him towards your plan.
That's in everyone's best interest.
Maybe see if he know when you're talking to him. See if he knows you. Whoever's heard it.
Yeah. If you talk to him, ask him if he knows anything about what's been going on since he left.
Well, that's not obscure at all.
Do you know things?
Okay,
Let's
we'll
find
ask
out.
with his parents, I mean.
Okay.
At home.
Okay. All right. All right. That we'll definitely bring that up.
For better or worse.
Worse?
That was just me.
Oh.
Not Snow. Well, I guess good luck, and we'll get back to you soon. If you can message us back as soon as you find out anything, that'd be great.
Okay. I mean, we'll see about how this really works.
Good luck, I guess.
Yeah.
I take the sword.
Back to.
You look like you really care. So why don't you hold on to it for the next time? Seems important.
Okay. Thanks.
It's shiny.
It's not often that Ned lets someone hold her stuff. I do want it back later.
Temporary point of honor.
All right. So what's happening?
Okay, so
We're rolling.
back as you're flying over the realms of Shadowfell, you were getting closer to I guess a more of a structured kind of realm. You see these colonies of houses. You from in the distance below you. You see fires. You see smokestacks. He's keeping a little low. And he looks over his shoulder. He goes, "Next time I see you with that sword in your hand, I'm going to throw it off and put it through your skull."
Okay.
We are over the lands of Vecna, the Archlich, and we cannot afford any distractions. And he points over, and you see there's this immense black tower that cuts this imposing figure against the Shadowfell twilight night sky. And he points, he goes, "Oh." He kind of, well, hold on. And from the top of the tower, you see like this clacking, swirling thing. Just it looks like a tornado of bones swirling around you, flying towards you. Make a perception check.
All right.
You see bones swirling towards you.
How you doing over there?
It's an 8.
Hey.
Oh,
I rolled a
Okay.
1.
Oh, that's a fail.
First roll.
that one.
I can
With
win.
my green dice?
Yeah.
You ruined them
I
already?
already ruined it.
I can always count on you.
All right, so all you see is this mass of white bones just flying towards you. Gideon says, "We will not be able to outrun them. I need you to stand on the back of the bat and fend them off. We're going in." And he just goes. He takes this dive, and you're like, over your cheeks are going like flowing back, like oh fuck. And he actually, instead of guiding away, he gets through this stuff.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
So, and as you get closer, You realize that it is a swarm of flying skeletons. All with like these chittering, chattering teeth and bones.
It's
and all-
disturbing.
Yes, it is. And all of their fingers are sharpened, so they don't even have like normal finger bones. They're just like claws, and they're all like dripping this kind of greenish liquid to them. All right, so let's roll initiative.
All right.
You have the best horror stuff.
Yeah. It's like a great metal
You gotta do
album
Cthulhu.
cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bonado.
18.
18, you're first.
Okay.
You see,
So there's
one-
just this mass of.
Oh yeah. So this one skeleton with his bone wings just kind of stops and lands on the skeleton. And they're swarming around you right now.
On the back.
Yeah.
How big
On
is
bat.
the bat?
The bat's a large creature.
Okay, so it's a really big bat.
Yeah, man. And
Triceratops.
Gideon's he's like, I can't do this for you, man. You got to do this.
Okay. Okay, so one lands.
And they're all around you, so you can just basically just swing wherever you want. I'll narrate it.
Okay, so I'm just gonna start. I'll use my witch bolt and attack the one that actually landed on bat.
Okay.
And that is concentration.
What does Wishbolt do? I've never even heard of it.
It's a spell attack.
A witch bolt. I heard
Yeah,
witch
yeah.
bowl. I got a bowl of fruit. I'm like, what?
Hansel and Gretel.
I kind of heard Wish Bolt.
I heard
Yeah,
wish
wish
bolt. I'm like, it's not that.
Yeah, witch bolt.
I heard Wishbone. I've seen a little
It's
spot.
like
25.
wish, but you get a wish. I'm sorry.
25 to hit.
That's a
Oh,
hit.
nice.
All right,
There's some
and that
dynamite.
is 12 damage.
Okay, so as you fire off your crackling purple energy, this one for you explodes, and the witch bolt actually sails through to the other swarm around you, connecting to other ones.
Oh,
They're
cool.
kind of exploding all around you, but there's still there's a lot of them.
There's a lot.
There's
There's
a
a
lot
whole
of them,
tornado
okay?
full of skeletons.
Oh, yeah, man.
Not easy though. It sounds like that's nice.
Well, I mean, it's a swarm, so it's fun to just go.
Yeah.
Is that the only attack?
Yeah, that'd be my action, and I'm not
Okay.
going to really move on the bat.
Okay, well, you just move.
Yeah.
You can get in the center. Just tell me where you want to be.
Yeah, probably in the center of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gideon is kind of maneuvering it, and he keeps his animal handling check, which is good.
That's good.
The skeletons, they're flying around, and they're taking turns just going swiping at you. Does an 18 hit your armor class?
It does.
Okay. You are going to take 8 damage.
8.
And then 5 from poison. So all you see, like these two guys kind of just land and claw you, and from different sides, and they fly away. Your turn.
All right. I'll use. Let's see. I'll use Thunder Wave to just kind of like blast at a bunch of them.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
It's each creature in a 15-foot cube. Constitution saving throw on a failed save creature 2d8 thunder damage, and is pushed 10 feet away. So it just kind of blast a.
2d8 damage. It's no roll to hit. It just
You
straight up happens.
Oh,
You
it's
just roll the damage.
yeah.
They
He's
make-
got a save throw, right? You said.
Yeah, what's the
Is it
DC on the
con?
save?
My spell DC is 16.
Constitution savings.
Yes.
Okay. Fail.
10.
Okay.
Do you get to add any type of spell thing to spells? No.
Spells are very
They're kind of
boring.
Just whatever's on the
yeah.
For the most part, it's as written.
Okay. So how do you cast this?
They're swarming all around. I just kind of and
Okay.
just a big thunder wave just blows a hole in the.
Great. So bones just scatter as you cut this hole. Like there's a 10-foot
Yeah.
A hole amidst a swarm everywhere, like little bone bit. Resound and clatter off into the swarm. And Gideon's like, oh, nice, I like it.
Sicko.
Great.
Sicko mode is definitely.
Okay, good. Animal handling check succeeds. Then they come back. Does a 17 hit your armor class?
It does.
Okay. So, again, instead of just doing flyby attacks now, they're getting a little wild-eyed. One kind of latches on you and bites you in the neck, and you take 7 damage, and then 5 more poison. Okay. So then he flies away, and the swarm continues around you. Your move.
All right. Let's see. I'm gonna use all of my spells. Let's see. I'm just gonna cast Blur on myself.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. It gives me disadvantage on, or it gives them disadvantage on attack rolls on me.
Okay, is that it?
That'd take the full.
That's my full action, yeah.
Animal handling, attack, disadvantage. This is 19 hit you.
It does.
Okay. You take 3 damage and 5 more piercing. As they kind of, a bunch of them land on the back of the bat and they start slashing through all your blurred images, and in that frenzy, they kind of slash you. And then they fly away again. Okay, your turn.
You gotta make a concentration check on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to make a concentration check.
It's gonna be 10. Concentration save. Constitution save.
So you do get to every
Yeah.
One.
Are you serious?
Your blurred images
2 1.
collapses back into you.
They die.
Maybe you'll take Gideon down with it.
I will. I'll use my Thunder Wave again. That seemed to work very well.
Okay. I make it.
And you don't have to roll
Yep.
for that.
They fail.
All right.
I think you have to roll.
Yeah.
I think you need more wizards.
3 damage. Like 2 and 1.
At least you got a 2.
Yeah, at least it's a 2.
Could have been
You are the most reliable person I've ever
I will reliably fail.
And I'm sorry, this is the time I'm rolling well. I'm sorry.
No, it happened.
Okay. So they start to swarm around. They start to attack the bat.
This guy's no threat.
He's like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Okay, hold on. Sorry, the frantic panic mode. That's like my default. It's okay. Okay, sorry, okay. Well, I swear, by whatever god you think you serve, if you do not kill these skeletons, I'm going to crash this bat and you are going to die.
Listen, I'm working here.
Okay. They hit the bat.
Of course.
4 or 5 damage and poison damage. So you see a bunch of them just kind of cling to the underside of it, and they're crawling and scratching the other side of the bat. It's like, ah! He's like trying to kick and scream, and the animal handling check not so good. You start to go into a nosedive, spinning as the bat's flapping, trying to get the skeletons off of him. Your move.
All right. Got one more spell.
You can use your weapon.
Yeah, well, there's.
Then he has to roll a dice.
Then I have to roll dice.
Then the halberd's gonna fly off.
Okay, I'll save that stuff. I can't lose it. I can call it back.
What are you doing?
So there's some on top, or are they all on the bottom?
They're all over the place. I
They're
think.
just
They
So
are everywhere.
now I'll just start swinging at them then. 24.
That's a
Oh,
hit.
hey,
Yep.
hey, let's
Why are you casting spells?
Use the tool.
10. A 10.
It's
I'm
like
looking
the
right
same.
at it. 14.
Okay. Don't you get a second attack?
I do.
Roll.
And that is 16.
That's a hit.
And that is 12. Yep.
Okay. Don't you have a bonus action?
Yes, I can bop them. Yes. So yeah,
Twist it.
yeah, bop it.
Shape. Yeah, man.
20. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Roll
And
damage.
that's a D4. No, it's a 4. So 4 damage.
How do I do this?
Oh, I'm just kind of like a flurry of like spinning around and bopping.
Okay.
Just bopping. Twist. Yep.
Flip and then bop.
So let's make this cool.
Twist it.
So in a
It's like
fit
Star
of
Wars kid.
I guess prescience and focus, you take your halberd, you lean in, you swing this wide arc, and you lay waste to a bunch of skeletons, and then you quickly do a flip and jump to the other side, lay waste to a bunch of them. One lands, you're like, oh yeah, bang! You clack it in the face and crack his skull clean open, and the rest of the swarms just disappears back down towards Vecna's tower. And as you continue westward through the lands of Vecna, Gideon looks over to you and he says, "Well, it's about goddamn time you did something."
Me and being locked up for a while has been taking its toll on me too.
Excuses.
You call it excuses, I call it a reason.
Okay.
Well,
Sure.
time to battle that.
Our next stop is we're to the gate to the material plane. This gate gates in the from the Shadowfell to material plane are not, how would I say this, pleasant. So be prepared, and when we get through, we have more work to do. And that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Okay.
Well done.
Cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry we beat your Fomorians.
Huh?
Sorry we beat your giant.
No, they weren't meant to be a major
All
encounter.
right. Goodbye,
I
internet.
just think they're cool.
Which is barely here, but goodbye.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened?
We've been here, we've been gone.
Bye guys, thank you.
Bye.